All right, so we are doing module 5.6. Okay, so let's look at a word here. Okay, start on the left and name the vowels.
A.
Okay, excellent. Now start on the left and name the consonants that are between the vowels.
L, S, and K.
Okay, very good. Now let's start on the left and decide where we're going to break. So between these two, where would we break? Okay, very good. When there's one, we try there first, right? Okay, how about here? Where would we break between those two vowels?
Right there.
Very good, because when there's two, we break right in between. Okay, excellent. So let's look at our first syllable here. Okay, is the first syllable open or closed?
It's open.
Okay, what sound should A make in an open syllable? Okay, now think. You're thinking because you know this word, right? But what, in an open syllable, is it going to say the short or long sound in an open syllable? Long. So what does long A say?
A.
A, yeah. So we would expect this to say A.
Yeah, but
right?
It's a schwa.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so far though, we've learned that a schwa, we've seen them in a closed syllable. But you're right, this is an open syllable now, and so we can have a schwa there. All right, let's look at let's come back to that really quick. So what sound is it making then? The schwa sound? Yeah. Okay. So is this second syllable open or closed?
Closed.
Okay, can you read that syllable?
Last.
Okay. And then let's look at this. Is this last syllable open or closed?
It's open.
It's open. Okay. So what sound should A make in an open syllable? So think about what it should.
It should say long A.
It should say long A. So how would you read that then?
K.
K. All right. So sometimes A makes the schwa again, that sound in an open syllable at the end of the word. So A was at the beginning and it said but often A at the end, but it's the vowel A that often does that.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead we would read that as K. So will you read that syllable?
K.
Okay, very good. All right, so now go ahead and scoop and read that whole word.
Alaska.
Yeah, so it's not pronounced A-las-K, it's Alaska. Okay, very good. Go ahead and erase that. All right, so let's look at another one. Okay, start on the left and name your vowels. Okay, start on the left and name the consonants between the vowels.
N.
Oh, go ahead and underline them.
Oops.
Then we can tell them apart.
U and N, M, N.
And we only have to do between the vowels. There you go. Okay, so now start on the left and where would you divide? Okay, good. Okay, so most often here, but you recognize this word and you're going to be flexible and try it there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and one constant in between.
Right there.
Okay, so let's try that. Let's look at each syllable. Because we can try, this is more common, but we can be flexible, so we can try that, right? So let's look at our first syllable then. Is this a closed or open syllable?
That's closed.
It's closed, okay? So will you read that? Okay, good. Min, very good. Okay.
N.
Okay. So this one, you're thinking that's a closed, right? Okay. I am going to tell you that we're going to try, let's try first where it's most often, okay? Because this is a very common thing that you'll see, is that in the middle of a word, the vowel in the middle is very often a schwa in an open syllable. So that means we need to have this open, and then it would be a schwa.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't say I, but it's not going to say the I sound either.
So it said
It's going to say the more like Okay? All right. And then our last syllable, is that open or closed?
That's open. I mean closed.
Closed. Okay, so then how would you read that?
Mom.
Mum. Okay. So go ahead and scoop and read that.
Minimum.
Okay, good. And I heard you say min-I. How would you expect that to be though? If it's an open syllable, what would you expect that to say? I. Min-I, mum. But then you did fix it, right? Minimum. So you can hear that schwa. Okay. All right. A minimum amount of something is the very lowest amount. Like minimum effort would be your lowest effort. All right. Let's look at another word. Okay, so again, let me just remind you then, with those two words that we looked at, Alaska and minimum. So in an open syllable, the schwa is very common with an A at the beginning. I just want to make sure I was clear with this. And an A at the end in those open syllables. That's very common to see a schwa in an open syllable. Also, what is very common is when you see a word and there's a vowel in the middle, it's very common for that to be open, and it's a schwa as well. Yep. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I was clear when I was teaching that. Okay. So let's look at another word. Go ahead and mark and name your vowels.
A and O.
Okay. Consonants in between.
D and P.
Do we need to mark the P now? Just the ones in between.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay, so where are we going to divide then? Okay, and go ahead and scoop and read this word.
Adopt.
Good. So is there a schwa?
No. Wait, yes.
Yeah, where's the schwa?
Uh.
Yeah, because we don't say adopt, right?
Yeah.
Adopt. So there's another A at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and erase that. Let's look at another one. Okay, go ahead and mark.
E-I-E.
Okay, very good. Now mark the consonants in between the vowels.
S and D.
Good. All right, so now let's figure out where we're going to divide. Okay, very good. All right, and then how about here?
So the schwa.
It is, because remember, it's common. You remembered that it's common, a vowel in the middle. Okay, go ahead and scoop and read.
President.
Okay, very good. All right, and then the whole word. Good job. Okay, go ahead and erase that. And you already identified there was a schwa in that middle. Okay. And those were open syllables, weren't they? Okay.
E, and O.
It's hard to say O and write an X, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and mark the consonants in between.
V,
Uh-huh.
and L.
Good. So now, where are we going to divide in between those?
Right there.
Okay. You looked puzzled.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, you were pronouncing it in your head, right? And that didn't quite make sense. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. So if we're going to divide here, do we need that mark there?
No.
Okay. So then in between these, where do you think we'll divide? Okay.
There.
Okay. So now try scooping and reading.
Develop. Develop.
Okay. Okay, very good. So now, when you said that, develop, is this first syllable saying what you would expect it to say? What would you expect it to say?
D.
Okay, and how did you say it?
Develop.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there could be a schwa there. Yeah. Okay. And then, is there a schwa here?
No.
Okay. How about our last syllable? What would you expect that to say?
Up.
Mm-hmm. So did we say develop?
No. Up.
Develop. So is there a schwa in that closed syllable?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already learned it in the closed
Yeah.
syllable, right? Okay, excellent. Good job. You're doing a great job. And some people, I think, say develop. Some people say develop. Now, without a schwa. Okay. That's a good ear, though, to hear that. Okay, mark and name your vowels.
E, E, I.
Good. Okay, consonants in between. Good. Where are you going to divide? Good. Try here first, but sometimes when we say it in our head, we know we're going to be flexible, huh? Okay, and then try here first. Okay, go ahead.
Benefit.
Okay, is there a schwa?
The E.
That open syllable vowel right in the middle. Okay, excellent. Last word. Doing great with this. The schwa is tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you are doing great at hearing it. Okay. Mark your vowels.
O and A.
Good. Consonant in between.
D.
Good. Where are you going to divide?
Right there.
Perfect. Scoop and read.
Soda. Soda.
Is there a schwa?
The A.
Yeah.
It would say, it says like
Instead of
A.
A. Remember, in an open syllable.
Soda.
Yeah, it's not soda. Kind of like a last A, right? So it's got that A at the end. Okay, very good. All right, we are going to play a game called Concept Points. Have we played this before?
No.
You and I? Okay, so in Concept Points, I'm going to put a W for my name, and I'm going to put an S for your name. You're going to keep track of my points. I'm going to keep track of your points. Okay? And what Concept Points is we're going to try and earn points. And as we earn points, we're going to just tally how many points we get when we get to 4. Because you've done this in math, right?
Yeah.
And it helps counting, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to tally points. Now, the way we get points is I have some words here. And we choose a word that we think we can tell a lot about it, okay? To tell all the concepts. So concepts are ideas about, things that you've learned about these words. So a lot like what we do on the whiteboard, where we look at the vowels, we look at the consonants, we look at where to divide, what it means. You can use it in a sentence. You can get a point that way. What the syllable types are. Anything else we've learned, if it has a schwa or a short vowel sound or a long vowel sound, okay, just anything you can tell about it.
Okay.
I like to do it in the order that we do the whiteboard work, just because it helps me to remember rather than just kind of saying stuff. So I'll model the first one, and I'm going to take this word right here, okay? Because that's a tricky one that I think you might not know what it means. And so I thought I will do that one. Okay. So I'm going to start with the vowels. There's 3 vowels, so I get a point for that. So go ahead and mark it. Very good. The vowels are I, E, and Okay, so I would get a point for that. So anything that I say, I'll get a point for, okay? There's three consonants in between these two vowels. Okay, and you would divide right between the M and the P. And PL is a blend. That's why I divided it there so that the blend could stay together. Okay, then these two vowels, the consonant in between is M. And I'm going to divide between the E and the M. So that's just an open syllable. Okay, so I get a point for because that's an open syllable. And I forgot to say that this is a closed syllable. And then my last syllable is going to be a closed syllable. And the vowel is going to say I, the short sound. And the vowel is going to, and this one is a schwa. I'm getting lots of points, aren't I? Are you getting nervous? That's okay. You can tell lots about a word too. And this one is I already said it's a closed syllable. This one can be a schwa too. Okay, so then I'm going to read the word implement. Implement. Okay, implement. If you implement something, and I'm going to take that back because I say implement with that short vowel sound. Okay, that was just a little fix that I wanted. You don't have to give me a point for that. Okay, if you implement something, you start it. So if I implement a reading club, then I'm the one that started it. I implemented it. Okay. And then I can use it in a sentence. I will implement a book club. Okay. Whew, how many points did I get?
5, 10, 15, 16 points.
Okay, you can do it. So choose a word that you think you know the meaning.
Okay.
And also that would have lots of points.
Magnificent.
Ah, okay. All right, so you get a point for reading the word.
Mag is a closed syllable.
Okay. What would the vowel say in a closed syllable?
It would say the short.
Okay. What does the short A say?
Short A says ah.
Okay, excellent.
Send is a closed syllable.
Okay. Can you tell me anything more about that? So it's a closed syllable.
Short E says eh.
Okay. So it's short and it says eh. Okay. Is there anything else about that syllable that you know? Is there any blends or digraphs or?
NT is a blend.
Very good. Okay. Do you know anything special about that C?
It says like S when followed by an E, I, or Y.
Excellent. I'm going to give you a point that it said S and that you also remembered the 3 letters. Okay. Ooh. Do you want to use your marker and show me where you would divide it? That's a big word, isn't it?
There.
Okay. And then where else did you divide it? Because you said...
Right there.
Good.
So it's left.
And then is there any more?
And then right there.
Yeah. Okay, so you've told me about the first and the second syllable.
And
tell me, or the first and the last.
Schwa right there. The I is a schwa.
I is a schwa. Okay. What kind of syllable is the I?
An open syllable.
An open syllable.
This is a closed syllable.
Okay.
I says, short I says.
And it's short.
I.
And it says I. Look, you have 15 points already. Okay, anything else you can tell about each of the syllables? Or do you think you've said everything?
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay, so you can scoop and read it, you can tell what it means, and you can use it in a sentence. Very good. Okay.
It's hard.
Very good. It is hard. We need little markers.
And I can do it in a sentence.
Okay.
The unicorn was magnificent.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, I didn't give you a point for scoop and read, and it was magnificent. So, what does magnificent mean?
It means like magical, beautiful.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. If something is magnificent, now, if something's magnificent, is it always magical? Do you think?
No.
No.
Like the horse was magnificent.
Yeah. So it's not
Elegant.
always
Elegant.
elegant. Yeah. If something's magnificent, it's all those good things, right? Beautiful, elegant, amazing, and in some cases maybe magical, like a unicorn, right? Okay. All right. Oh, and I need to give you your point there. Okay. Who won?
Me.
You. Excellent. You did a great job. I think I should have chosen one with 4 syllables. You ended up having 4 syllables. That was a smart choice. Implement only has 3. Yeah. So I think that helped you. Okay, very good. So that's concept points. I don't think we have enough time to do more, but we'll play that again. Did you like that? Good. Okay, go ahead and get your spelling ready, and if you can put your spelling there so we can see. And actually, yeah, I forgot to grab the one that we have been using. But I'm going to give you a black marker just for this page, okay, so that we can see it really well. Okay, there we go. All right, so go ahead and we'll do the whole page, and then we'll skip. There you go. We'll skip that page when we keep moving forward. All right, and then let's put our cards here. Make sure we can see everything. Can you reach that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and it's a big marker, but you'll still have to write with bigger words. You'll have to write big, but small enough that we can fit it. Okay? All right. So our first word is compliment. To say something nice to someone is to give them a compliment. Okay, what's the word?
Compliment.
It sounds like compliment, but it spells like compliment. Okay, so go ahead and divide.
Compliment.
Compliment. Good. First syllable.
C-O-M.
Good.
P-L-Y.
Okay, and let's just come back to this word. Why does say I, but when does it say I? Remember our key word, why, my, I.
At the end.
At the end. Is this at the end? So go ahead and just write it right above here. So write com.
C-O-M. P-L.
What else would say I?
I-E or I?
I. Yeah. Because Y only says the I
at the end
of a 1-syllable word. Yep. Okay.
N-E-N-T.
Perfect. Okay. Scoop and read. Okay. Very good. Okay. Good fixing. Our next word, across. We will walk across the field. What's the word? Sounds like a cross, but it spells like a cross.
A cross.
You can go ahead and how it spells so that it helps you. Yep. A
cross.
Okay. First syllable.
A.
Good.
A. Cross.
Okay, the next one, dignity. A sense of self-respect is your dignity.
Dignity?
Dignity. It sounds like dignity. It spells like dignity.
Dignity.
So stop and say.
Dignity.
Good. First syllable.
Dig. D-I-G. And nigh.
Nigh. Good.
N-I.
So we kind of have a similar situation. Yeah. Perfect.
T.
Good.
T.
And then think about what says the sound
Y.
E at the end of a two-syllable. Yep. Good thinking. Okay.
Dignity.
Good. And this, where does that go? Is it on this side of the G or the other side of the G?
Side.
Okay. Maybe just do a little mark with the marker up a little higher so that we can see where that syllable is. There you go. Okay. And our last word is yoga. I went to a yoga class. What's the word?
Yoga.
Sounds like yoga, but it spells like yoga. Okay?
Yoga.
And remember, when you slap it, say it how it spells so that it helps you.
Okay.
Yoga. There you go. First syllable.
Yo. Y-O.
Second syllable.
Gay. G-A.
Very good. Scoop and read.
Yo.
Whoop.
Yo.
Very good. Okay, read all four words quickly.
Compliment, across, dignity, yoga.
Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to mark up. I'll model for you on the first one, even though there really isn't a lot of new stuff, right? Except the new thing is that the schwa is in open syllables. Okay, so calm is a closed syllable. Short O says ah. Then pla is an open syllable. I is a schwa. Okay, compliment. Ment is a closed syllable. Short E says eh. Okay, very good. Your turn then. Next one.
A is a open syllable.
And then do we say A?
Long A.
Or do we say Okay. Okay.
Wait,
Hold up there for a second. What does long A say first?
A.
A. It says A. But do we say a
But
cross?
that's a schwa.
It's a schwa. So you're going to say A is a schwa. Because remember, A at the beginning is often a schwa. Okay, next one.
Cross is a closed syllable. Short O says
Okay, very good.
dig is a closed syllable. Short I says
Dig.
N
N.
is a open syllable.
What does it say? I?
I is a schwa.
I is a schwa. Very good.
T is an open syllable.
And then Y says, what does Y say? It says E. So you're going to draw an E. And then it's the long. Yep. Excellent. Okay.
Yo is an open syllable. O says
Is it short or long?
says
So you can think, okay, in an
long
open syllable, there you go.
says yo. O.
Oh. Long O says O. And because the O isn't saying something different than itself,
Then
you don't have to write O again. You can
Okay.
just do the long O. But because Y is saying something different, exactly. Because Y is saying something different, that's why we write the E. Okay.
Ga is an open syllable.
Is it saying what you would expect? Is it, what would you expect?
Long A says
But what does long A say?
oh, A.
A.
So it's A is a schwa.
Yeah, because it's not saying yoga, right? Okay, so that schwa is tricky. You have to
Yeah.
think, what do I expect that vowel to say? And is it saying what I would expect it to say? Okay, well done.